What's going on, everybody? It's me, your girl Whitney B, and we're here for our second episode of Sports Talk with me, your girl Whitney B. We in season 3. I'm so excited. Let's go. What's up? What's up? You are now tuned in to Sports Talk with me, your girl Whitney B. I love that trailer, man. Shout out again to my brother JC on the beat. And I love me because it's just me. I put together my own little trailer from my past shows. And I'm always talking. And because I'm sitting here, I'm always talking with my hands. I think I talk with my hands anyway. But anyway, I had, I don't know if I'm going to say a great week for week 1 in the NFL. But I'm going to give it to y'all real quick. We're going to get a quick rundown. Of course, I'm going to talk about my Lions. It's I just want to start by saying it's just been a lot in media today, and I don't know, we gotta just stop killing each other. Stop just all of this violence and all of it. First off, it's too much going on. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but how much is bullets? Like, what are we doing here? It's just so much going on in America, like all through the world. Rest in peace to the Queen. Either way, however we want to feel about it, it's still a life lost. So rest in peace to her. I I don't know. I'm starting today's show with a heavy heart. So hopefully things just start to change, y'all. Pray for your communities. Let's pray for ourselves. Let's pray for our families. Today, I just really feel like it's a blessing to be able to leave the house and come back safe. So we got to do better, period. So let's do better. All right. I want to start by, name was just on the tip of my tongue, the black guy. He lost on Friday in the U.S. Open. Oh, my God, I want him to go all the way. I can't think of his name. Anyway, I saw the post-game show with Michelle Obama congratulating him. And oh my God, that has to be probably like the highlight of his career at this point, because I would love for Shell to get on and be like, with phenomenal job with Sports Talk. I love your show. I laugh all the time. Or even if she says she read Life Support, because Life Support, Success Against All Odds by yours truly, Whitney B, is out. Y'all make sure y'all pick up y'all copies. Support, support, support. But anywho, so I thought that was cool, so I just wanted to throw that in here. But I'm about to go over football really, really quick. Just give my opinion on a couple of games. Shout out to Chicago too. I wasn't even gonna mention Chicago, but they beat San Fran in the rain. Justin Fields still looked like garbage. He did his thing. The beauty of all of that is they're not gonna be 0-17, right? They won a game. I don't know if this would be an overreaction, or if everybody is overreacting to the same thing, but I think Jimmy G will be back sooner than later as far as the starting quarterback with San Fran. Not to say Trey Lance suck. I don't think he's giving Kyle Shanahan, or he can give Kyle Shanahan what he is looking for. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to call him a rookie because this is his second year, but I think he still got some learning and growing to do as far as what San Francisco is trying to offer and do in their division. Of course, the Cardinals suck, but Seattle did win yesterday. Crazy game. Shouldn't have won. We'll talk about that. And then the Rams, we gonna get to that. I've been trying to get to the Rams, but stuff just been popping up real quick. So as far as San Francisco, they want to win in a division. And did anybody the Seahawks. The Seahawks win. I was just about to say, and did anybody in a division win? But anywho, that Thursday night football game, y'all, was not what I expected. Now, on the contrary, I did expect for Josh Allen to go off. I thought he was going to go off. He did. Now, Matthew Stafford though, like I myself feel sorry for Matt. I'm not even gonna lie because I was like, oh my god, like, are they blocking? Like what? It and that's just not the game you want to have coming off to be the reigning Super Bowl quarterback. Like I don't know. I really thought what's the coach name? Yeah, I've been forgetting everybody's name. The coach for the Rams. I thought he was gonna take Matt out the game, but he didn't. Thing is, Matthew Stafford has never done well under pressure. Even when he played in Detroit, like he could see the people coming and would just fall to the ground anyway. Now, old Matthew Stafford would fumble the ball like crazy going to the ground. New Matthew Stafford, he's holding on to it more, but oh my God, like I myself wanted to get out there and block for Buddy because what the hell? Like, what are y'all doing? I don't know, like Cooper Cup, he was Cooper Cupping. You know, he did his thing, but he need help. Like, oh my God, like the team, it just to be sacked by Von Miller. Y'all what's crazy is I don't even remember Aaron Donald in the game. Like, what did he get? Like a half a sack? Maybe he got a sack and a half. I don't remember. I don't even remember. Could recall the announcers really calling his name. And I remember him wanting to retire. Okay, I'm done. And Von Miller like, no, we got to get another ship. And boom, he on the Bills and probably gonna get another ring this year because, I mean, golly, Josh Allen, I think he was the best runner on the team. And I told y'all Stephon Diggs was going to go off. I mean, this is just what he been doing, especially with the Bills. Like, man, that game was just, I don't want to say it was disappointing. It wasn't what I expected. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. Like, I'm worried about Matthew Stafford. I'm really worried about Matthew Stafford because the run game was ass. I mean, his quarterbacking was decent. It wasn't like Super Bowl champion decent. It was like mid. I honestly felt like if Joff would have got out there, it probably would have been the same results. Like I don't know. That Thursday night game, y'all, I started to do a show on Friday just to talk about that because I was like, damn, should I be an offensive tackle? I wanted to block for Stafford. I felt so bad. And then for the people in Detroit that still like hanging on to the whole he left thing and people want to be mad and all of that, which is okay. People are entitled to feel how they feel. Like those people were so happy. Like, oh, the old Matthew Stafford is back, or this Matthew Stafford we know, and blah, blah, blah. Like, damn, people can't evolve. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt bad because I don't think that was all on him because he had some shit blocking. And it makes me worry about the Rams. I do. And the division because the Cardinals suck. They supposed to be on Hard Knocks in season. I think it started November 6th. I'm going to watch it, but Cliff Kingsbury is probably getting fired before the season is up. Mark my words. He's probably out of there quickly. Mike McCarthy I don't even understand why Dallas gave him that job. I mean, he didn't even really advance Green Bay, and that's why they let him go. Like, yeah, they're a good team, but what's next, Mike? And then y'all put his ass on the Cowboys. Like, that was going to be any difference. And sorry for Dak Prescott. He about to be out again. Was out all that season. Come back, and now, I mean, y'all saw his thumb. It was red. Another game. So boring. I'm like, what's going on? All field goals. And then, okay, the Cowboys come out. They kick that field goal and nothing else. Like the defense, they was doing decent, but I think after Tom Brady kept getting sacked, he was kind of upset too. But that game, it's just a lot to take away from this football season. And the teams that was the teams is not the teams. I mean, the Bills and the Chiefs. I mean, hey, the Chiefs may be a better team without Tyreek Hill. It was no miss. It really was no miss. Travis Kelsey did this thing. Patrick Mahomes. The chemistry, the team. It was no miss. It wasn't. And the Arizona Cardinals. Like what? I don't know. I think it's crazy. I don't know what the Cardinal fans expect though, but everybody was excited about the Lions game. It was packed. It looked like that Cardinals game was packed, but I wouldn't say packed, but it was enough people there. I just wouldn't have wanted to see a game like that unless I was an actual fan of the Chiefs, because that was like, I don't know. But this year, the AFC was good last year. I think it's gonna be better this year. Just all around. And then I'm gonna go ahead and say Geno Smith. Don't let yesterday game fool you because did they even score in the second half? The defense was okay. That game fell because I don't even know who to blame. Like, first off, Russell Wilson, Seattle. You should know Seattle, where them time clocks is and all of that, like the back of your damn hand. So for them delay a game cause, no excuse. Then y'all at the goal line and y'all keep fumbling the ball at the goal line. Like, I don't know. And the coaching, after that first fumble, we was going to have to kick the ball. It was just a lot of points that could have been had on the Denver side of the ball that was missed. And here everybody like, Russell Wilson could be the next Cinderella story. 2 years ago, Tom Brady go to the Bucks, win the ship at home. Last year, Matthew Stafford go to the Rams, win the ship at home. So this year, if history is repeating itself, it's Russell Wilson. He moved over to Denver. It's the Super Bowl is in Denver. Let's make it happen. No, because if that's how Denver going, Now Judy, he was going off. It's like the game was intense. My favorite part of the game was the end to see the little jersey swap. I don't know. I think Pete Carroll still got a lot of work to do as far as Geno Smith and his development. I think he got it. I just think he needs to practice a little bit more and have a little bit more chemistry amongst the team. What I did enjoy seeing on the Seattle side of the ball was the protection that Geno had from the line. Russell did not have that same protection. Geno Smith, he had all the time in the world, which was good for him because it probably would have been tragic had it been past history. But it's just some little things I think Geno react quick on, and things could have went different. But I'm happy he got the start. I'm happy they didn't draft nobody. I'm happy they didn't move anybody over, just from his, time around the league, playing with all different teams. It's good to see that he got the start and they didn't, play him, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have tried to trade for Jimmy G. They could have did anything. You never know. But it works. It works for him. It works for the team. And I'm still going to be a Seattle fan. Even though Russell is over in Denver, I've always been a Broncos fan. I think the Broncos actually was my very first favorite team. And then we moved ahead to Tom Brady's team with the Patriots. So I have my favorite teams and I have my favorite players. I'm going to always like Seattle as a team. But I think that Pete Carroll, he might need to go ahead on and retire too. I was happy to see Jason Garrett on the sidelines, but boo, get him out of there. For real. Boo. Let's see, what else did I take away from the game before I jump on the Lions for a hot second? That Green Bay game? I don't know. For the NFC North, Y'all, I don't know. At this point, that game, all of these games kind of boring to me. Like what? The Bills game was fun. The Chargers game was fun. Even that Minnesota Green Bay game, it was cool. But Aaron Rodgers, he might as well go head on and I don't know. One thing is gonna hold the team up is if they practicing right now. Y'all gotta build some chemistry. Like it was no, I ain't even see the chemistry between Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers. Like it just looked like amateur football. Like I don't even know if it looked like college football. It just was horrible on the Green Bay side of the ball. I'm like, damn, y'all might as well have played Jordan Love because what is that? What was that? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, we know no Devontae Adams. Where was the preparation when Devontae Adams left? Like, there was not one person Aaron Rodgers really pulled, especially one of them rookies. I don't care about them veterans he used to play with or in his head. If he was like, oh, well, I still got whomever, it's still not the same, for one. So them veterans, if you knew them better or whatever, summer break, when Aaron Rodgers was being Aaron Rodgers, big diva, or maybe he was shooting a whole bunch of State Farm commercials. I don't know, because it ain't looking like his ass was practicing. That's what we do know. He should have been out there with them receivers. Spare time, hey, after practice, we going to throw and catch some balls. What you doing on Saturday? Sunday dinner, come over my house. We're going to watch some film. We're going to do some stuff. We're going to go over some plays. We're going to work this out because you have to build chemistry as a quarterback, especially with your receivers. If you got an arm that can throw from here to Wisconsin, you got to make sure them receivers going to get there and be where the ball going to land. It's just him knowing the limits to the receivers. Okay, if I need you to go 30 yards in this many seconds, and maybe you can only go 27. That's something he needs to know when he's planning. You could just tell that. What's his coach name? I can't even. None of these coaches, y'all. I think his name is Matt LaFleur. Matt, your ass might be out. Green Bay, you get same record, coasting. Green Bay, it's like, okay, you a good team, but what's next? Like, I don't know. Maybe they need to move on from Aaron too, because I don't know. I don't. Like, one thing for sure and two things for certain about the NFC North, this is weird. I mean, it's looking like, I thought Minnesota was going to be garbage, but they may make it throughout all the way to the top of the NFC. Maybe in the goddamn Super Bowl against the Bills. You never know because it's looking tough for the NFC. But, yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about the Lions. 3-point loss at home to Philadelphia. I expected a loss. I told y'all last week, but it almost was a blowout, and I was like, ooh, this cannot be a blowout, guys. But luckily they rallied back, My takeaways really is just we got to stop making some common mistakes. Also, with the young defense, we have to be smarter. The defense still was able to hold, 0 points in the fourth quarter, so that's good. But Tracy Walker being ejected and all of that, like, he was like the best player on the defense, and then he was out. Okuda, is this the first time we all seen Okuda show up for real? He was injured and all of that, but okay, because he wants to be a Lion. It's almost like you can tell they play more hard. It's a more respectful, like, oh my God, my job is on the line and all of that, and it's good that they play like that, but it's just also like this grit, like being from Detroit and just that hustle mentality that I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep fighting. All we need, I feel like, is the quarterback with that mentality. Jared Goff, I mean, Joff is there. I mean, Joff is almost there. He's not there yet. Like, I think for what we're going to get out of him is good, but just to be at that next level, I don't know. I don't. I'm still hopeful for at least 5 or 6 wins this season. We have Washington next, the Washington Commanders. Is that their name? Washington Commanders. I mean, yeah, I think we could win this game coming up, but I don't know. Like it's just some of the stuff. Like I really love DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams coming out of the back. I just don't understand why some of the plays when they switched them up, it just seems like that should have been a DeAndre Swift play or a Jamal Williams play. I just don't know. And then when they put them in, those play fakes, it's just, I don't know. The game was good, though. I will say I was not so bored. I don't know if I was more entertained because it was the home team. But I was happy to see Darius Slay doing his thing on the Eagles. I'm not even going to lie. Jalen Hurts was killing us in the beginning, but I'm happy to see, or my biggest takeaway would be the fact that they were fixing problems. I will say that. They were addressing things. Aiden Hutchinson, he was getting off a little bit. Rodrigo, now he was getting off. I'm like, okay. The offensive line, they did their thing. The offensive line was so freaking hopeful. Like, could be one of the best in the league. If they all remain healthy, they can all stay like this. I think the offensive line would be great. Hockenson, he should be one of the number one players playing for his job right now because, I mean, Hock, we love you. You good and all, but we expect more. We expect better. Now, that was week 1. We want to see, how this go. DJ Chark, in the beginning, it was pissing me off. And then everybody like, oh, he the savior. I mean, in the end of the game, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But, so, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot to take away. It just was overall, I don't know. I'm hopeful, though. I know it's looking weird. I love the Lions, though. I don't want to sound bored or I don't want to sound like I'm giving up already or whatever because, I do think we can squeeze out like 5 or 6 wins. It's just we can't make mistakes. Like in most cases, we're beating ourselves. And I also feel like, like the onside kick, like things like that, we can't be doing that. Especially when people kind of know it's coming. You can see it coming and all of that. Like, okay, they know the Lions is coming out of their trick bag. That, was good last season. Like this season, we have to be smarter. We have to work smart, not hard. With the defense playing, decent, we didn't need to give them decent field position like that. And it's some of these little things, that could be corrected when it comes to the Detroit Lions. Now, do I still think they're going to be better than Chicago? Of course. And now, I think they could be better than Green Bay. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping because I want to lowball and say 5 or 6 wins, but, I mean, they could win out, to be honest, but they do play the Bills, too, and that's going to be a tough one. So, I don't know. Rumor has it that Tom Brady and Giselle Bryant, is separated. I did not want to see that. So I'm like, damn, is it because he's back playing? And his game, he just looked different. Like, I don't know if he was so focused. I don't know. I think if that is true, though, she probably was fed up that he didn't retire. Like, how you going to tell these people you retire? You telling me you going to retire, you're going to be home with the family, and then for 2 weeks, you couldn't take it. Now you gone. But what about her? She been doing this. I don't know. Let me stop being a woman. So I was thinking about focus. and what these players are focusing on this year, because it's just like these good quarterbacks. The only ones that I could say I'm like super proud of already is Josh Allen. He did what I knew he was gonna do. Lamar Jackson, pay that man. Pay that man. I'm disappointed in Russell Wilson though, because I know this was your first game as a Bronco, and I know some of that stuff wasn't your fault, but some of that stuff was, like them again, delay again. Like you was not anywhere else. Like your very first game was damn near back home. And you acting like you don't know that stadium, like you don't know them people can get loud, and you don't know where to look for the damn clock. Russ. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and wrap up. I wanted to just get on and talk about football, my takeaways from the week, just how excited or not so excited I was about some of the games around the league. This week, I'm just really excited. We get Thursday night, Monday night. It's just back. Like, my blood feels good. Like, I'm breathing better. I don't know. It's just something about football season that excites me. College football. Oh, my God. Those college football games was boring, too. But before I step away, J.J. McCarthy, he won. He won. Soon as they put Kate in, I told my husband, I looked over to my husband, and I was like fighting my sleep that night because we had went to the SVSU Classic, and it was other stuff going on. I was like, oh, my God, I'm so sleepy. But let me go ahead and watch this Michigan game. And JJ out there doing him, and you put Katie in. I turned to my husband, and I said, watch this. He's going to do him. He's going to do Kay. And well, lo and behold, here we go, punting the ball. Turnover. Kay, what are you doing? Put JJ back in. Boom. Here we go. The game going off again. So I'm sure Kay knew he was losing his spot. And I actually think that's why he played like shit, because it was in his head. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for him, I mean, it was going to be it was in my head for him. And I was only seeing I knew. So with that being said, we got JJ. I'm excited for next week. Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State. Those are my favorite college teams right now in the Big Ten. The rest of y'all, Maryland. Okay, Maryland too. I'm hopeful for those teams. I think the Big Ten champions this year is gonna go back to Michigan. No bias here. And I believe, I don't know. Alabama almost lost that game too to Texas, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? It's just a lot. It's football is back, baby. Football is back. And I'm just excited to be a part of the Sports Nation, y'all. Sports Talk with Whitney B, so I could just talk about it, give my opinion on it. Y'all can share your opinion. Let me know what y'all think too. But before I go, because I said that a minute ago, and I'm not a preacher. You know, preachers always like to close and it'd be 20 minutes later. But before I go, check me out. Life Support Success Against All Odds by yours truly, Whitney B. This is a small snippet of a story of my life. I have been getting great reviews so far. Next week, I'm going to post some reviews so y'all can see them at the end of the show. But again, I appreciate all y'all. I love y'all. I'm happy to be back. Season 3, episode 2. And your girl, Whitney B, is out. What's up? You are now tuned in to Sports Talk with me, your girl, Whitney B.